Okay.
Yes.
It's gonna be where the hag lives.
It's okay. We'll just have Vane charm her. That'll work.
At
Monster.
night. Wait.
All right. So as you make your way toward the hovel, uh,
Am I still flying for the 3 hours?
no.
Damn
Fly
it.
only lasts like 10 minutes, I think.
Yeah.
But no, as you start moving closer and closer to the hovel, the pixies dance around you, and they actually come out of hiding, and they go, "Where are you going? Don't you know where that is? Like, that's the mean lady."
Mean lady, you say.
Unfortunately,
Tell them
we
I
have
have-
She
to.
catches pixies and eats the pixies and decorates and plucks our wings. She's a bad lady. She's not fun.
I'm
No,
gonna
what
stop the
Pixies?
bad
You
lady.
did us a solid. We're gonna get rid of this hag for you.
I'm gonna get rid of the bad lady.
Yeah.
You can't get rid of the bad lady. She's too strong. And then they turn invisible, and then you don't hear them anymore.
Okay.
I think we should do
Tell
this.
the party that I think the pixies are being like harassed by the hag there, and they're fearful of it. So it'd be a good thing to remove them, the hag, from this forest.
We should douse her hut in our oil flask and let it on fire.
You know what? I could do that.
I've got a couple flasks too.
So what? We'll just pelt the hut with. But then we won't have a place to sleep. Decisions.
If you get killed, you won't have a place to sleep if you get killed by the hag either.
Wait, I got an idea. Let's barricade the hovel's door shut, then set it on fire.
Even better.
So if she gets out, it'll
we try
probably be a
diplomacy.
bit wounded. I say,
Police are good at sneaking around and making sure like they won't get detected.
yeah, we're gonna need someone that's good at being.
I'm pretty good at setting things on fire. I'm pretty much a fire mage myself.
I have
you know.
expertise in stealth, so it's +7.
Do it.
All right. So you're approaching the hut.
You want me to roll for stealth?
One of us is. The rest of us are staying a safe distance back.
So you're gonna
Okay,
give me
yeah,
your
go
oil
ahead and roll-
flask
go
so we
ahead and
can
roll stealth.
drench the thing?
Well,
I don't
first we
problem
want the
drenching
door
it.
barricaded before we drench it so that they can't get out.
Well, that's pretty crappy.
All right. You round a bend in the path and come to a large clearing. The ever-present canopy is open here, lending you your first view of the sky in days. Does someone? I think someone's got an open mic. I'm echoing. There is a small cottage of nearly stacked logs with a roof of tidily arranged shingles, grown over with moss on the far side of the glade. An open cook pit is in the center of the clearing, over which a large cooking pot hangs from a tripod of iron rods, bubbling and sending delicious-smelling steam into the air. The warmth of the light of the fire... Well, you're not that close. Banishing the forest's oppressive gloom.
I want to do a perception check for the hag.
Same.
Okay.
Owl as well. Go first is mine.
I'll roll for it too.
And now the owl.
And we're back in this place. Let me move those off.
Oh ho!
I'll go with the 17 for perception. Oh, hey, prisoners.
All right. Uh, all right. You
Let me
see
just-
a cauldron. We'll say right here. I don't have a.
Just draw something, I guess.
just draw something small. Black circle. That'll work.
Oh, that works.
That
Alright.
works really well.
So there's a cauldron here that's cooking something,
Me.
and you see. Well, only one of you is up here, right? Or is there?
The rest of us are at a safe distance, so I'd say maximum distance out.
Okay. You see, hanging next to the door, you see a well-made cloak embroidered with a delicate leaf pattern hanging on a peg next to the door. That sort of catches your eye because of how flashy it is. Flickering light shines through these windows.
Do we all see this, or is it just the rogue?
The rogue sees it, but you can kind of see that there's like a cage here with people in it, and this cauldron that's bubbling, and like something delicious is being cooked.
Just saying, I'll scout with my owl.
All right. With your stealth check, the people in the cage see you, and they kind of they put their finger up to their mouths, and they kind of tell you, they kind of sign to you to be quiet and not make any noise, like. So they try to get your attention, and they're like, they put their finger to their lips, and you're already sneaking, but they're just like, don't. So where are you going?
I'm gonna go behind this cage. I'm gonna move, what, 5 squares?
Okay.
So to there.
Question. I will have my owl circle this building. Is it double doored? Or singular?
There's a door in the back too, and you see these windows.
Oh, that's
I
gonna put
assume it's not
difficulty in the
flying
plan.
close, because that would be suspicious of bird flying.
It's
by.
flying high up.
Okay.
Can't see inside. You can only see around.
I didn't actually put anything inside because I know you guys.
Actually, I don't think it can fly that far.
Because I know you
Hold on.
guys have line of sight through the windows. But when you get a little closer, I'll.
Ask Sorrellis, by the way, if you know anything about hags.
They're like, "Is that what that thing is?" And they're like, "That's Jenny Greenteeth." She and you're asking the people in the cage.
I'm asking Sorrellis, the
Oh,
ranger.
Sorrellis.
And we're
He says
whispering.
He says, "This is the home of Jenny Greenteeth, an ancient hag. We'd be wise not to trifle with her. She's a very powerful being."
Alright. Do you know what what kind of power she has?
She's a hag, so they collect souls and other vile things.
I see.
I want to make a. I don't know. Actually, I wouldn't know anything about this. So, does it ask if he knows if she's in a coven?
He says, "If she is, I don't know of it, but she is an ancient being that is several hundred years old. So that's definitely."
What sort of terrible things have you heard that she has done?
Please hold.
That's not a good sign.
No, it's something that I don't know if the adventure tells the story of, but
I'm just trying to get like combat information, like what kind of spells she might have, and you know, that kind of thing. You want to tell it in like a story? It's pretty cool with me too. I just don't want to go in like not knowing like she might be able to cast fireball or something.
Oh, okay, yeah, it does. So it does tell. It does tell the story of the pact. So yeah, a pact was bestowed upon Flan for the protection of the forest in exchange for forbidding travel. Um, and the Fae actually destroyed the Netherese that tried to attack Flan through the forest, and they just decimated them.
Does it say how? Is it like a huge wall of fire, or did they use weird roots? Maybe they shook the earth.
He says there's an old saying from there's an old saying from many years ago of that the trees themselves came to life and drank the blood of the slaughtered Netherese as they just annihilated them. It's as if the entire forest came to life. So says the legend, anyway.
Well, thank you for the tales. I think I have an idea what's going to happen right now. I'm not sure I really want to trifle with this hag.
Grant's getting a little bit impatient, and is just going to start strolling up that way.
Alright, so you approach, and
There's the fire.
the door to the cottage opens, and a rather surprised-looking elderly human woman stands in the doorway.
Hi, ma'am. I'm lost.
It's... My goodness, you gave me quite a start, the kind-faced woman exclaims, clutching at the front of her shirt, and kind of staggers back a bit. We certainly don't get visitors around these parts very often. Please, sit down by the fire and warm yourselves. And you see there's like some half-chopped logs that you could sit on.
I'd rather not sit down.
Do the prisoners look like scared at seeing her? Do you hear me?
I walk next to Sin and ask, what should we do?
Do the prisoners look scared at all?
Yeah, they're terrified. They're
I'm gonna
they're in a
mindless-
cage.
But like, do they look like more scared now that she walked out?
Yeah.
Sin, should we start attacking?
I'm
gonna
look
ask
at
the
them
old lady.
I'm gonna look to the people at the cage questioning them.
Alright, she seems to not even regard the people in the cage, and I wouldn't say they're that close. They're probably more over here, but she says, "Please sit. Have some bread and some stew and pudding." And she says, "Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't even bring any bowls or plates. I'll be right back." And
When she turns her back, I want to cast Eldritch Blast right at her back.
all right, she starts hobbling in her elderly state, and so you're gonna start.
Oh, I'm
combat?
initiating this. I already know where this is all going.
Okay. She hasn't.
Do I get advantage on this attack or not?
Sure, we'll give you a surprise round if you want.
I would like the
But
surprise
let's
round.
roll initiative then.
Very well. This is gonna bite me in the ass. I know it.
Oh, so yeah, okay. I'll let you guys just update yours then, and I'll. Oh. Okay, hold on. I gotta remove everybody from the turn order because I have an old turn order, so everybody's copied twice.
Do we re-roll? Because
Just put your number in when I add you. 1 second.
okay.
All right, so that's everybody.
and I'm also gonna cast Hex. during the surprise round.
All right,
Give
so
her
go ahead and change your
disadvantage
initiatives.
on. I don't know what to. What do you guys think I should give her disadvantage on?
I don't know. She seemed pretty friendly.
Yeah, friendly. People in cage. Friendly.
Pixies. Pixies scare of the hag.
Yeah, I like the pixies, and this person is terrifying them. So
Pixies told me that she eats pixies. I'm
This
not
could be some
sure I
other
like
old
this
hag. We don't know. This is actually Ginny, whatever her face is.
The prisoners look scared. They're
Yeah.
terrified.
yeah, I'm gonna
Something's
go.
wrong here.
So that's my bonus action, and I'll take the 23. I'll also roll a. I don't know what disadvantage to give her. If you read Hex, you
What's that?
Hex as a bonus. That's what. It gives me extra damage on spell attacks against them as long as
Okay,
I'm
and
on
then
straight. But I don't know what the target has disadvantages on ability checks of the chosen ability.
okay,
I'm gonna
what ability?
go Dex because I just don't
Okay.
know.
Int, man. Int. Help.
It's checks though, not saving throws.
It's
unfortunately.
checks. Dex checks
Int
could
is
be
probably
a
the
few
best one.
things. I don't know.
Int is probably the best one.
Are you sure? I would swap it to int if I can, but if it's locked in on Dex,
Int, sure.
okay, I'll say int then.
So you rolled a 10 to hit.
Yeah, and
that
let me
is
just
a
check
miss.
its damage. Advantage. You said I got advantage.
I suppose she did turn around, so yeah.
Alright, and Hex's bonus damage will apply. Let me just check what the damage is. I really should have this set up better. I deal 1d6, so 1d6 necrotic happening.
What are you doing?
There we go. Bonus 3 necrotic on top of 3 force. And then the turn order begins.
Okay. And then it's her turn.
Was she surprised?
She got 20?
Well, the surprise round is over. Nobody else... Or were you all attacking? I thought some of you were, like, questioning the attack.
But, I mean, if I saw him blast, I would attack, but I'm guessing I wouldn't get surprised.
Yeah. Alright, so was anyone else like, no, screw this, I attack her?
I'm just gonna be like confused for that surprise round because like I'm not sure if I want to or not.
Well, she definitely wants to now. So, immediately when your Eldritch Blast hits her, her clothing fades to like raggedy, tattered robes, and she's got like her skin is green, and her nose like hooks down and is pointed at the end, and her teeth are spaced apart and really sharp, and she goes, "Oh, come, dearies, I'll gouge out your eyes too." And she moves to claw you. With a 10.
Nope.
And then she's done. Go ahead, Jeremy.
Is he muted?
I can't.
I think if you're talking, you're muted, Jeremy. Or I can't hear you.
I see it, yeah, I was muted. Okay. I'm also casting Hex on her, and I'm choosing Strange for her disadvantage ability. And then I fire an Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
It's very funny when a witch is getting hexed.
Yeah.
Can Hex a stack?
Yes,
It only affects your attacks, so yeah.
but the disadvantaged stats.
Oh,
does
you could
stack.
choose. You could choose a different stat. Yeah.
Yeah. I chose a different one, yeah.
Okay.
Oh wow, hags have them.
The 12 misses.
Yeah, okay, that's my turn.
All right, Vane.
I
Turn into a bear.
think that Pixie's
I don't
right.
think we're gonna get that lucky this time.
Alright, what spells do I have? I just cast Bonfire then, on top of the hag.
Okay.
Check save.
Okay. How much fire? Oh, 5? Okay. Alrighty. Gareth.
I will use my bonus action to start raging, and with a roar, I will charge her and go at her with my longsword. 23.
Yeah, that's a hit.
Yeah, I assume so. And 9 damage.
Alright, Syndicate.
Yay. All I can do. Hold on, let me just make sure I have a spell that might actually work here. Is the hag wearing anything metallic?
Nope.
Unfortunate. Oh, first things first, we go ahead and move my owl over here. Help intent. I'll cast Eldritch Blast on the hag, because it's really all I can do. $19. That's a really strong hit.
Oh, 19 to hit, yep.
9 damage, plus 2. Necrotic.
Alright, Grant.
I'm going to use Channel Divinity, my vow, to get advantage on the hag.
Right.
The owl already granted
And
you that.
she mutters to you, "You reek of the Fae, dearie. Maybe I'll put out your eyes and deliver them to King Witchthorn."
Ah, Witchthorn. We go back a long way. And I'm just going to swing longsword at her.
And you miss. Milo.
I will shoot her with a sneak attack because there's an enemy within 5 feet.
Yep.
I can figure out where that button is.
And you
16.
miss.
Oh,
It looks like it looks like it hits her robe, but then it just bounces off her skin. It glances
Alright.
off her.
Then I'm gonna run over here, and that'll be my turn.
Right? And then she makes another claw attack at her favorite person.
Hooray. Did you ever get my PMs about the King Witchthorn?
Yeah, I think you said you didn't know, but then you said you think you might know, and I was like, yeah, well, we'll go with it. We'll figure it out later.
Okay.
I think that 25 is going to hit you, though, doesn't it?
Yes.
I'd be very surprised if someone at our level could withstand a 25 AC
Alright,
attack.
take 18 slashing damage.
Wow. That's not fun.
And she moves out of the fire. And then Jeremy's turn.
Wait, that would be an attack of opportunity, wouldn't it?
No, she's staying within your
Oh,
reach.
shoot, yeah. Never mind.
So I move a little bit closer and I cast another spell. Let's see if I can make her run this time.
That damage, though.
That is maximum. No, not quite. Oh,
Yeah.
Oh!
So
Plus it
7
takes-
damage?
Robert, your rolls are so high in
Plus
this game.
1d6, right? Because Hex.
no, it's not an attack roll. It's a saving throw.
Yep.
Okay.
I thought Hex applied regardless.
It's when you
Huh?
hit with an attack. This isn't an attack. It's a targeted spell that you don't. You have to roll an attack roll to get the extra hex damage.
Okay.
All right, Vane.
Casting our bonfire under her feet.
All right. She burns. All right, Gareth.
I
Gareth
will.
has advantage because of Owl.
Okay.
Then I will slash at her with advantage. 20.
You hit.
9 damage again. Slowly
All right,
but surely.
Syndra.
Elder Blast.
Ooh, not quite.
I was
Her-
so
her-
close, though.
Your force blows her robes to the side, but doesn't do any. It doesn't hit it.
And Owl will give Paladin.
No, she's flashing us.
Take psychic damage.
Probably would take
Look
psychic
away.
damage if you did see
Look
that. So yeah, Grant. Oh, yeah, that's a good hit.
And I'll smite as well.
Okay.
Nice. Whew.
Wow.
Owie, owie, owie. All right, Milo.
Finish her off. No.
Ooh, not quite.
Not with a 10. That'll be my turn.
All right. She goes, and she disappears, and she cackles maniacally. You just sealed your fate. The town of Flan is doomed. The cult of the dragon will. I will take great pleasure in allowing the cult of the dragon to plunder that town.
Can I
You
hear?
have violated the pact, and all of the mortal races will pay greatly for this transgression. And then
Oops.
she is not in front of you anymore.
Whoops.
Are we still in initiative?
Combat over?
No. She is gone. She's
Really? So that
unless
disappearing
unless you can
consume
see
an action?
unless you can see invisible creatures.
I got a better idea, but
Has he made a stealth check?
She's invisible.
We can
Well, we can
attack
still-
even
we
without
can-
seeing her.
we
We
can
can
still
attack with
hear her.
disadvantage without seeing her.
And the owl has advantage on hearing people.
yeah, Owl knows where, but I don't.
Okay. Make your perception check, Mr. Owl. Don't
I-
you? Isn't that an action for you to focus on him anyway, though?
For me to focus, yes, but I can still attack where I think she's going,
Okay.
right?
Yeah. Well, you have to pick a square, and there's lots of
Oh,
choices.
trust me, I know
I
what
have
I'm going to do.
No clue where she is.
All right, let me actually put her on the GM layer, and I will
Yep.
actually put her somewhere so that I'm not
Yes.
just lying and saying, "Oh, no, you missed."
I'm pretty clueless.
Can you feel her with your hex?
Good question, actually.
I don't.
Only I had magic missile. It wouldn't matter.
Well, magic missile, you have to be able to see them.
Oh, true. It's okay. I got a backup plan.
Did
It's
she
probably gonna.
disengage in that fight?
No, she snuck away with stealth.
Wait, but then how did she not provoke?
You can't see
Can't
her,
see her.
therefore you can't take an attack of opportunity.
Well, I think we screwed up. So let's free the prisoners, and since I'm feeling mean that she escaped, we should burn down the hut.
I want to loot it. They might have.
Yeah,
some
before
first we
Well,
first,
after
of course we loot
we'll
this
figure
one.
it out after combat. After combat, we'll figure it out.
Okay. So what is everyone doing?
I'm looking
Jeremy
around.
is up.
I'm looking
Wait a
around.
minute.
I have no idea where she is, so I can't do anything.
Okay?
Okay, is it my turn, or whose turn is it?
Yeah, I'm done.
Who goes before me?
Oh, I'm still concentrating on that bonfire, by the way, right here.
Okay.
If the combat's still going.
Yeah, we'll still be in rounds for now. Vane.
Move up, first of all. Alright, so now I have to guess which way I want to go. If she ran past somebody, would they feel her? You think?
So
no, if she ran next to them, sure.
what
But
happened was
she didn't run next to anybody. She ran away.
She turned invisible, ran away, and then spoke. Correct?
Yeah. Oh,
she
did
spoke.
She cackled.
She spoke as she ran away.
She cackled. Which direction?
We
think-
know-
She cackled before running. So she was right there and
I
then
mean,
cackled at you and ran away.
I heard it as the other way, where she visible and ran away, and then we heard her
No,
cackling.
If I did it out of order, what I intended to do was she cackled at you. Well, she turned invisible, then cackled at you, and then ran away.
Gotcha.
Okay, gotcha.
And then I moved her off the map, but then I put her back on after I found a space for her to move.
What's the ground like? This is a forest. Can we see footprints?
You don't see any footprints. Well, it's Vane's turn currently. You do not see any footprints.
What are we waiting on?
We're waiting on Vane. I don't know if you're muted or what.
I cast sleep right here.
Sleep
in that square.
rare?
In that square.
Right there?
Yes.
What's the radius of sleep?
20 feet from a point.
Come on, do we hear a thud? Come on.
Oh
which I forgot the hex now. I didn't mark it. Sorry. It was this one, right?
Yeah, this one.
So, how big is the area?
20,
20
feet in every direction from it.
Oh, it's a radius?
Yep.
Yeah.
I would draw a circle for you, but like I'm not sure how to draw the circle.
Hold on, can someone hold it out for 20 feet?
I'm not putting myself to sleep, am I?
Whoops.
No.
Alright, how many hit points? Oh, 24. Okay.
Think that? No, it's not right at all. That's only 10 feet. Or, no, that's just wrong. I screwed up that.
It should be out to there.
No, it's within 20 feet of a point you choose, so yeah.
Oh, so 10-foot radius.
Yeah, it's a 20 feet radius circle, I would say. They don't specify it's a circle though.
Alright, so there's a thud, and then you see that.
We did it! Coup de grace?
Awesome.
One up for a coup de grace. We all close
We
in
do.
and then stab her all at once.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Well, it's... Yeah, alright. I guess I'll just, like, move... For my turn, I'll just move
I mean,
and
she
then...
has less than 5 health, 10 health. Can we just say we kill her?
We do a lot of damage. Somebody do a lot of damage.
If we all stand next
Well,
to
we
her,
all
we all have
crit.
advantage.
Because if you hit a sleeping opponent, you crit.
Yeah.
So 1, 2, step.
Stab.
Stab. $15 damage.
I got 4.
Well, it should be a crit.
All these should be a crit, so double.
I'm pretty sure we kill her.
Yeah, she's dead. She only had like 8 hit points left.
We did it!
Yay!
We defeated someone far out of our class. All thanks to sleep.
She-
Yeah, I
technically
gotta
she's
hand it
not
to you. Sleep
sane.
is actually pretty cool for catching people that run away like that.
Oh, I had our bases covered. If she was... every hex over here was about to get fireballed.
Alright. So yeah, she's dead.
Ooh.
And the people are like, yes, yes, let us out, let us out.
Of course.
I want to let them out, and then I want to search her for any chance of a
I'm-
spellbook or
I'm
scroll.
gonna look for that cloak. that you
I was
said.
about to say I want to check out the fancy cloak.
Yep, there's a fancy cloak hanging from the peg there. You also see on a table in the cottage, in addition to like spell components and like strange implements that that you don't really understand how they work, alembics and like all sorts of like weird alchemical materials. You also find a chest in the back of the room, and you also find 3 pieces of jade on a table and a garnet and a set of silver flatware.
Cool.
Alright, so I'm going to use Arcana to try to identify these. Although, I will cast the Identify spell as well.
Okay. You cast Identify on what? You have to target an item with Identify.
It actually lasts for 10 minutes. So, like, for 10 minutes I
Wait,
can identify.
Really? I thought it was just like you cast it. And
Not
you,
a single
and you-
item.
No, it's definitely a single item. Because you have
Is
to
it?
be holding it. It's touch.
Hold on. Touch is applying the buff to someone. It's not the
Yeah,
item.
identify. You touch the object throughout the casting of the spell,
Alright, well,
and then
if
you
my
identify
Arcana
it.
tells me something seems magical, I'll identify it.
Well, that would be a detect magic to tell if something is magical.
Oh, that's true.
But you could eventually. I guess
be a
you
very,
could detect
very
you could
cheap.
detect magic first, and then cast identify after.
I can't detect magic. That's
Or you could just ritually cast Identify over and over and over.
Do you have a pearl worth 100 gold pieces?
not on me.
Then you can't cast identify.
That's right.
Go.
I knew I forgot to buy something. Damn it.
I searched for the pixies that the pixies said that the evil hag captured.
You see pixie wings mixed in with the other strange pieces of meat and other like rare flowers and like aluminum dust and all sorts of other strange.
I take the aluminum dust.
Okay,
I guess
Did you
we'll
say
look them.
aluminum?
yeah, powdered aluminum. Yeah,
Oh god.
I
Decoy,
guess
don't.
we'll,
I'm making
I
a
guess
bomb.
I'll
You can't
put the
stop me.
people
I
out.
eventually make this bomb.
get them out of the cage.
Yeah, I'm
they-
checking the chest. No, no,
Yeah.
Or was that already done?
the chest. Yeah, it's just a wooden chest.
No, I'm checking
Put
inside.
out the fire for the cauldron.
The fire for the cult. What about it?
I put it out.
Oh, okay. Yep.
So the chest is empty then?
No, you open the chest and there's a big pile of coins in the chest and a copper diadem inlaid with pieces of amber that looks very valuable. And the chest itself, actually, when you open the inside of the chest, looks like you see like silver embossed hinges on the chest, and it seems like it would actually be pretty valuable.
Take the whole chest then.
Yep, with the whole chest. I'll help him carry
Alright.
it up.
Wait, is the chest capable of being transferred by one person? Or
Yeah,
does
it's not like a humongous like.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you
Okay,
can carry it
so-
by one person.
Then I'll carry it. And
Wait, who has the cloak?
you said there was a bunch of material components and what looks like potion making, right? That
Yeah,
was being
there's a bunch of
conducted?
like alchemical stuff too.
Would Arcana check to see whether I can identify any of the potions that have been constructed?
There doesn't seem to be any completed potions.
That's unfortunate.
But if you basically you can refill your spell component pouch is what
Okay.
about what you can get from here.
I'll take everything into my spell component pouch that I need.
Um,
And then I'm going to walk outside and throw an oil flask onto the building.
Wait, I grab the cloak off first so it doesn't burn.
I do one last perception check inside the building for anything out of the ordinary.
I did a perception check at 20 to do this.
To do what? What are you looking for?
I was inside the building and I cast a perception check to see if anything looked off.
Nope.
Or,
You've
like-
you tossed the place. You're
Okay.
pretty confident that you
Yeah.
found everything.
Okay.
Alright, then just we'll leave.
Bane, set it on fire so the Fae know what we have done.
I cast Firebolt on where Sin basically threw the flask at the oil instead of the fire.
All right.
I want to make sure we took out the chest, we took out the cloak, and we took out any of the valuable components, and for the spellcasting stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So basically, there's nothing valuable in the house.
Not that we
All
know.
right. Did you have anything else you wanted to do, or are you pretty confident that you have these two folks in tow, and they thank you greatly. They thank you greatly for freeing them.
I asked them why they were trespassing in the woods, just to save that guy.
We were looking for Helvin.
Did you
Why
find
were
him?
you looking for Calvin?
He's the one killed by the elves.
She killed him.
Well, seems like we've solved this mystery.
Job well done. Let's
Let's
try to
go back.
contact our Fae friends and let them know that they will no longer be victim to this.
Yep.
witch.
If you inspect the cauldron, you see a few eyeballs, toenails, or not toenails, actual toe floating around in it, and mystery meat.
Do I see anything like pixies?
No, you see like body parts and meaty, like hunks of meat, and a lot of vegetables.
I don't think those vegetables will make the meal any more appealing. Alright, so is that a failure on attempting to contact our Fae little friends?
What are you? Oh,
Just yelling out, we have slain.
well, they're nowhere near the area, so you would have to
Okay.
you'd have to venture far away from it.
Well,
Alright.
we're going to
Well,
return to the town anyways, right?
Yeah.
We've pretty much solved everything, the mystery.
So, question is, do we still try to negotiate with the elves, or do we think they are so hostile that we should better now take the captives and move out of the woods as fast as we can?
I think
think
that
the
we should
elves
probably take a
just-
long rest, see what the elves are on about, see maybe if we can get a reward for dealing with this hag that might have been plaguing them as well.
A long rest.
Well-
If we now just had a hut where we could rest.
To be fair, the elves are part of the pact. They're being protected by this hag. They might not really appreciate us killing the person who's protecting them.
But she said she was working with a dragon cult. I can't believe that
Oh,
the
that's
elves
true.
would really care much for someone doing that.
It's fair point.
Oh, in hindsight, we shouldn't have killed her and just knocked her out.
No, because we got her diary.
Do we have her
Right.
diary?
Did we? I think we got
I
it.
don't think
right?
she has a diary.
Someone's saying something about a book.
I don't know. I just think the elves are sort of like answering
well.
all of this. It's just like they were pissed off that there were humans in their woods.
Yeah, I mean, I think we just go back to town, get our 100 gold, sell off all the treasure, and get the gold from that.
Being a half elf, I would like to go treat with the elves, even though they probably hate me.
Because we'll just put you half dead.
No, you half elves. I've heard a lot that you're diplomats.
We try to
Yeah.
be.
But
I mean, what are your
serious
opinions
question.
on
Do we assume that
trespassing something that humans and they agree upon to never trespass on? You know what I mean?
I think we could come to a diplomatic conversation and an understanding that the pact is still being upheld, and we've
in fact,
resolved it.
we just helped the pact, considering we'd removed someone that was breaking it within
Correct.
the area. We're pact keepers.
Nah. I
We
mean,
also
I'm not
killed a
the smartest
panther that
person.
lived in the woods, though.
I'm not the
Oh, what?
smartest person. I'm
It
just
attacked us first, so
I'm
What,
just
you mean
saying.
the displacer beasts? Those things kill for fun.
I'm just saying. We have no proof that the hag was probably the dragon cultist.
I think we can draw conclusions that she was
I'm
working to
pretty
destroy the
sure
pact
I
at
don't
least.
care.
elves could detect lies.
I don't care whether we go to the elves or not, but I think we should make a decision because this stew smells terrible.
It really does.
About the fire, it shouldn't really be boiling anymore.
It still
Just getting
smells.
Oh,
And
fine. I pour out the contents of the cauldron onto the ground. And
that's only gonna make it worse!
Like,
now
bury
it's
it under-
congealed on the ground. Like,
God damn it, now we have to leave before we take a long rest.
Is there any,
Alright.
is there seriously more part to this expedition, or is this it?
If you would like to go talk to the elves, that's still a thing that hasn't been done yet. But otherwise, you could also end it here if you want to.
It's up to the party. I don't care.
Up to the party. I just assumed this was the boss fight and we just won.
Yeah, I mean,
I think the Displacer beats were scarier. Totally honest.
character. I don't
This
care.
place review was much scarier.
Yeah.
Therefore, I'm all up for going to the elves in lieu of in attempts for extra rewards, Centarium and all.
Yeah. I don't think Gareth
The
has
reward
any
for greed.
interest. He's completed his mission for the Enclave, so he's ready to head out. But he'll follow the party.
Yes.
It's up to you guys. I'll follow whoever you guys want to do.
Should we just put our votes in chat and then go from there?
Yeah, sounds
Sure.
good. All right, it looks like a lot of people want to go see the elves.
Don't rest first, though, please. I beg of you.
Well, you'll get a chance because it's at least a day to travel there.
Awesome.
Can we travel and rest at the same time?
Well,
Yeah.
you
It's
get 8
non-strenuous
hours.
activities.
Yeah, you get 8 hours of traveling, and then you build up camp, and then you rest for 8 hours.
While we're on the way to the elves, I would like to see if we can get in contact with the Fae. Just to let them know about the hag.
Oh, the pixies.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
If they decide to. show
After you
themselves.
after you get a few miles away from the hovel, you just periodically say periodically just speak out, and you're trying to get them if they notice you to show themselves. And yeah, they'll appear with some flowers and pieces of drops of honey from some strange fey magic infused flower.
Nice.
Yep. Alright, so you have an uneventful night of traveling, and then you come upon where you think the town of, or where you have been, Sorellis is actually directing you toward the town of Greenhall. And you smell it before you see it. Rounding a bend in the path, you find the body of a male human lying face down in the dirt with a half-dozen arrows embedded in his back. As you approach, a black cloud of flies takes flight, filling the air with the drone of their wings. His clothes are simple homespun, and he holds a strung shortbow, and a shabby longsword is sheathed at his hip. He also wears a satchel slung over his shoulder with the flat buckle closed.
Open the satchel.
Okay, you find some various adventuring gear, trail rations, a dagger, arrows, a single ruby that seems to be pretty valuable, and a crude map of the area.
Can I restock my torches and rations from this guy?
Yeah.
Okay. That's all I wanted to do with him.
I want to do a medicine check.
Okay.
You see how long he has been dead?
He has been dead for about 2 weeks.
That's my action for now.
Okay.
You guys have anything else you want to do?
Mm-mm.
Nothing?
I got nothing.
I got none.
Alright, I go take the ruby.
Okay.
I forgot all about that. Oh well.
Should I add it to my item list?
I mean, they split wealth anyway.
Yeah, we split the wealth anyway.
All right. And then you continue toward the town of Greenhall.
Do I meet any of the pixies on the way?
Yeah, they'll periodically show
just wanna
themselves, but
inform
then
them that
they
it's
don't
safe
they don't
to go
stay
there.
for long. They'll disappear, and then you won't hear from them for a while.
Just want to inform them that we got rid of the hag.
And they're like, really? Oh, I'll have to tell all my sisters that we don't have to worry about the mean hag that eats eats us and plucks our wings. She was so scary, and they thank you greatly for ridding them of the. And you tell them you killed her, right? That she's not there.
Yes.
Okay, then they're very happy about that.
Yep.
All right. You enter a wide glade of surpassing beauty, surrounded by a ring of tall trees. Small shelters have been built halfway up. Oh man, there's a typo. There's so many typos in this document. Accessed by spiraling staircases that circle the thick trunks of the trees. A handful of elves meander about daily life here. Upon seeing you, some of them call out in alarm and flee into the shelters, while others grab weapons and head in your direction. They stop 30 feet away from you and spread out before one of them calls out in Elvish. You should not be here! Leave this place at once and take your town stink with you! Do it quickly, else we will cut you down where you stand.
In Elvish, I'll respond, hold on. We're here to uphold the pact. We have reason to believe a cultist had infiltrated and was trying to dismember this pact.
And that's your reason for being here? Make a
We come in peace.
make a charisma check.
Can I aid him in making this check?
Straight charisma, or should I use
I'd also like to aid him.
Do you have a skill you'd
persuasion?
like? Yeah, persuasion's good.
Because I also speak Elvish.
Okay.
So if
Who
I can aid him,
was helping?
Bane's helping, which would mean he gets advantage. I think.
I don't think that's advantage. Not sure.
Well, helping it gives advantage, right? On checks.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's during combat though.
Well, you can help outside of combat.
I suppose, yeah.
So would that be advantage for his persuasion check, or?
Oh man, we're gonna have to.
Yeah,
How should we do
I'll
this?
say you give him advantage because you speak Elvish, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna whisper to whoever's next to me. Are we gonna have to kill all these elves?
Sure, I'll let you use the help action. All right. All right.
I whispered to
So
Barbarian.
they lower their weapons and this one here takes a few steps forward and says, "You cannot stay here, but I will indulge your I will indulge to you to explain yourselves."
I'll do my best to recap that some villagers ventured into the forest.
I have the,
They did.
the diary
and we,
of that.
And we drove them out from their trespass.
Indeed.
They had no business being here, and neither do you.
We also had reason to believe that even more went in, and here are some documents that a cultist was afoot causing mischief between us regarding this pack, and point him to the documents that we recovered.
Okay. So you tell them. What are you showing them?
Remember the diary we found in that hut?
Oh, from Halvin, how he was gonna
Yeah.
go talk to Jenny Green Teeth,
Yes.
and they say, "What a fool to seek out Jenny Green Teeth." Puh.
Can I take that as you're
She
not
was
friends with Jane
almost.
Freaky? As I asked the elf. Robert?
Yep. What's up?
Yeah, I asked if the elf was like not a friend to Johnny Green Teeth. Like, what was his response? Are they like enemies, or
1 second.
does he not care? Or did like...
He doesn't seem to. He seems indifferent toward her, but says she is an ancient being and not one to be trifled with.
No.
Should we try to convince him of her alignment with the cult, which would have potentially ruined their home?
I don't know if they actually care. They seem very arrogant.
I think they would care if someone that ancient was going to try to ruin their home.
Well,
Yeah,
I'll just explain to him that
no,
we
just
mean
tell
no
the
harm.
elf that we have slain the hag. As she
For her
has been,
consolidation against the pact.
as she has been also attacking the pixies. And
He says, "What? Who cares about a bunch of stupid, immature brat pixies? What do we don't care about them. Do you realize what you've done?"
she was also summoning Displacer's beast into the forest.
They scoff at the idea of her working against their interests.
I
And-
showed the Displacer's teeth that I have a trinket of around my neck.
And we
He
killed the
says-
Spacer Beast.
What, you've never seen one before? They're native to these lands.
Oh yes, but
It's the Feywoods.
she's been aggravating the beasts and sending them out to hunt and kill whoever they see.
Maybe because you're outsiders transgressing on the lands that she herself forged the original agreement that mortals would stay out of these lands, and yet here you are, violating the pact, and seeking out and slaying the one of the original makers of the pact.
And we're just gonna leave now. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
bye.
It was nice to meet you. Bye bye.
You have not done any of us a favor. If anything, do you think she's the only Fae that protects these lands? There are other Fae entities besides her.
Are the pixies not Fae as well?
Well,
Pixies are happy.
they are native to these lands and they are Fae creatures, but there are more powerful entities that have been watching over these lands. You know nothing of
Jon Snow.
Yeah, you know nothing, Jon Snow.
Yes,
You
yes, you are correct.
You
Let me gather my friends, and we will leave
He
peacefully.
says, "You will leave now and never return to this place."
Fine.
Got it. Peace out.
I guess.
Yeah, we were not.
Well,
I guess
that
I
didn't
leave.
go well.
And still they're wondering why their tourist industry is going bankrupt. Unbelievable.
I prefer the pixies to you elves. That's for sure.
Alright, are there any other story hooks that we can think of? I don't remember any. I'm
I
done.
don't think so.
Nope. The elves
I
were it.
definitely thought they were gonna be happy.
So did I. I thought, yay, you killed the hag. Yay, you helped the other fae. You've stopped
Yeah,
the cult.
we killed the displacer beast, and no, it's like
Honestly,
Such
I
a-
kind of want to destroy their homes.
I'm like, what kind of
That's not a
elves
very
are
heroic
these?
thing to
Can
do.
we
What kind of
attack-
elves are okay with displacer beasts in the forest?
Should we attack the elves?
I think
No.
there are too many.
No.
No.
I don't think we would live that encounter.
That's one that I'm pretty sure you would all die.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
displacer
5
beast is pretty
elves.
bad. Attacking an elf village sounds worse.
Yeah, that would not go well. I was kidding.
Not at this level.
Don't think
Well-
we're supposed to start a war.
Are you gonna do it?
No.
No.
I might come back though, someday.
One of these days,
When
I'm
they least
back and
expect
burn
it.
this whole damn village down.
Alright.
Undead army.
I guess you
Alright.
head back to town.
Yeah,
Collect our
back to
gold.
town.
And
Collect our reward.
you explain
yada,
what
yada.
happened. You have your two humans in tow, or yeah, you have your two humans in tow that you rescued, and they thank you. Oh, thank you so much for. The town is extremely happy, and they throw a feast in your honor at the Leaky Bucket.
Cool.
Yay.
All right.
I assume we sell our treasure and divvy up the
Yep.
gold.
Time to-
I'll work on that right now. I'm gonna stop the stream because